Question number 10. A cylinder has a volume of 10,625 pi cubic centimeters and a height of 17 centimeters. Which of the following is closest to the radius of the cylinder? So we're being asked to find the radius given this volume and this height. So in the solution here, it says use the volume of a cylinder formula to create an equation that you can use to solve for this radius. So we're talking about a cylinder and its volume. We're given the volumes, that's why we're using the volume formula for a cylinder. So the 10,625 pi goes in place of V because that's the volume. The height is 17, so 17 goes in place of H. And we don't know R, we're trying to find R, so that's why this is still R squared here. Now, all I did from this line to this line is I just put the 17 in front because we normally write things with the terms with a number first. So instead of saying pi r squared 17, it's more conventional way to say it is 17 pi r squared. And I want to isolate for r here. So I want to first of all get rid of this 17 pi. So I'm going to get the r squared alone. Now you can multiply the 10,625 by pi if you wanted to actually do that. If you wanted to multiply 625 times pi, and 3.14 used instead of pi, it's very similar value. So you can do that if you want, but you don't have to, and I'll show you both here. So I'm trying to isolate for r squared here, so I'm dividing both sides by the 17 pi. That's what, so notice what's on top here is exactly the same as what's here. So now I'm dividing the 17 pi r squared by 17 pi and the 10,625 pi by 17 pi. I'm doing the same thing to both sides. Now the 17 pi's divide out completely, and so that's why this is just going to be r squared on the right now. The pi's divide out, and 10,625 divided by 17 gives you 625. Now if you had multiplied that 10,625 pi or by pi, that's what you get. And see, now we're going to divide that, so A and S is my last answer here, by 17 pi. So if I put in brackets 17 pi, or times pi, so it works out to 625. So you can multiply it out or not, it doesn't matter, you will get the same value anyway. So I now have r squared equals 625. I want to find what r is. So to get rid of the square, I take the square root. So I'm actually doing this to both sides. I'm taking the square root of both sides. I've switched sides from this point to the next line. Instead of leaving the r on the right here, I changed it to left. So I'm writing r equals, and the root of 625 is 25. So the radius would be 25 centimeters, which is answer C for question 10.